Hello everybody, this is Nora with NAQ57 and I am excited because I am bringing to you my very first air dust or dust collector I should say review. This one you can get from Beauty Big Bang. I will have the link down in the description bar below and you may apply my code NAQ57 for a 10% discount. Now what I'm holding here is just the empty box. I've already actually removed everything from the box and I will show you what's included in the box here in a minute. But before I do that, I want to tell you a few specs details about this dust collector. So here I'm going to go ahead and read you this off of one of the sides from the box. It says it has a power of 60 watts and the noise decibel level is 45 dB. So 45 decibels for noise level. Not sure what that could compare to. It does have a removable filter and a single strong fan. It just says a strong fan. And it has the size dimensions here. It's a square one. And this one, it comes in different colors. The one they sent me is it's black. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contents from the box. Removed everything out of the box. I want to first show you how the parts come out and the parts that are included in here, everything that's included in the box, as well as these instructions came with it. Okay, they're in English and Chinese. The card was inside the box. I'm going to go ahead and put this together, read the instructions, figure out how to put it all together. Let me insert the picture so you can have an idea of what this dust collector looks like. Yeah, very intrigued. So I'm very curious about it. I'm going to go ahead, but let me show you what the parts, how they came in the box, and then I'm going to pause so I can read the instructions, put it all together, or figure out how to put it together, show you how to do that, and then we're going to do a demonstration on how to use it. So this is how it came. The plug, this is a US plug. It came in a box by itself, or inside the box, and came inside another box. And this, I'm going to presume this tube or this, yeah, like a tube or hose. It just came like this. It was actually in a plastic bag, and this has some kind of wire that I'm going to figure out how this is supposed to be connected. Then this tray top here, and this has some hollow sticker there. What does that say? Strong 2.0 nail fan is what it says. So this is one part of the cover, and I will say this is, I'm surprised how this, I was expecting this to be heavier. It's really not too heavy at all, so it has a good weight to it. Okay, so I have gone ahead and removed this from the bubble bag, and this is the part that holds, obviously, as you can see, your filter and the motor, and it has the operating buttons right here. And this is so where you plug in the power cord. And I'm going to go ahead and open this. The paper, the manual that came with it says, it tells you how to open it. It says to press down here while pushing up on this little lever right here, but I'm having quite a difficulty opening it. I actually found it easier to hold it this direction, and as I'm pressing down in this area, yes, I used I didn't want to use anything sharp, but I went ahead and used my put my wood stick and then just kind of apply pressure right there, and that popped it open. So this is what it looks like inside. So as you can see, the filter initially comes in this plastic wrap, so you do have to open this up and before you assemble it prior to using it. Okay. Okay, and we got it out, and this is a very nice filter, guys. Now, yeah, this is, I mean, it feels very dense, and yeah, this is very good quality filter. And I don't have any other dust collectors to compare this to, but I can, this does look, I mean, it doesn't look like, from holding other air duct, you know, holding filters, you know, such as like from like air conditioning and stuff like this, does really feel like a good quality filter. And it has a foam here around the filter to help it mix. It helps it go in there it's very snugly. Now here's the motor. It does warn you not to put your fingers in the motor while running, so be aware. You do not want to do that. And here I do see that little connector for, this is the hose. So yeah, this is very flexible. It's just like I said, it's a very interesting looking kind of dust collector. So this is where that plugs in. Now before I do that, I still have to figure out how to put this together. I'm just showing you, wanted to show you how that comes, how to prop it open and remove the filter from the plastic bag. Let me go ahead and, yeah, there, I did not see in this pamphlet where it really has instructions on how to assemble it and how to put it together. It has instructions on how to open it. So let me go ahead and play a little bit more here with the assembly. I'm going to plug it in and then come back. Guys, okay, I am back. So I had to figure this out on my own, just kind of out of curiosity. I was wondering why. So I thought that this tray, I think it locked on top of this. No, so there's actually two ways of using this. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so you can use this with this tray and work just over this right here without this part, without the tube or this hose. Or you can use it with this hose, then by putting this in place of that. Okay, yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and, before I get ahead of myself, I wanted to show you. So I went ahead and placed the filter here, and it has this little ribbon tab here to make it easier for removal. So you want to make sure that's on the upside and not the other side, I will think. Yeah, to just keep it up like that. And I believe, let me try this and see if it's not a perfectly square filter actually. It only fits either this way or this way. It's slightly rectangular. It has some slightly rectangular dimensions there. But okay, I think I understand now why there's a, and I'm glad. I thought they show the picture of it with the hose. I should probably go back to their website and take a look. But I am very interested in seeing, okay, let's figure out how to, so to do this part. This right here will plug in. So hopefully there you can see in this little connector, there's a little cavity right here, right there where I have my nail. And then the little plug, let me try to put it against, you see this right here that sticks out? You want to slide it with that towards that little cavity. So let me insert that in there like that. And let's see, I'm not sure see how far it's supposed to go down. I don't hear any kind of clicking. Hopefully this will be pretty easy to remove, and I can see how it should snap in place, I'm thinking. I hate to bend. There's wires in here. There's a red and green, red and black wire in there for the suction. I'm thinking I will go through that. I hate to snap it. Let's attempt to plug this in and see if it runs as it is, because I don't know how easy it's going to be to remove it going back and forth, but I am liking, oh sorry, I didn't realize, I forgot I was that zoomed in that far in, but let's see how, that's how far I got it, guys. So it looks like there should still be, there's room there for it to snap more into place. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Okay guys, so I went ahead and plugged this in. The cord is just under 4 feet long, not quite 4 feet long, including the little transformer box. And I find that to be quite short, actually. I'm mostly prefer something that is at least 5 feet to be comfortable about my area, from my area, because I'm about, let's see if, I'm already 3 feet away from the wall outlet from where this is. But, and so this is kind of tight right here. I have to actually scoot my camera over to comfortably show you this. And yeah, as far as working with it, I'll have to figure something else. But so let's go in here. So you saw me plug this in here, and I have this tube. So I'm doing this again. I went ahead and pulled the cable through the top so it wouldn't be in the place of me trying to snap the tray. And there. Now it's snapped into place securely. And this is long. Now I'm going to have to move the camera again. So now there is a button here. Remember, it says fan and the other one LED. Here's the lights, and sorry I'm blinding you. So this wire here is for these LEDs around the opening of this hose right here. That's nice. Let me go ahead and pull this out. Actually, let me turn it off first because it's blinding me too. I thought the hose would snap into place at the bottom. Let me try doing some turning around. This hose is quite long, but it has really good flexibility. It looks so funny when it comes to, because I think this will help make it more ergonomically correct, so you don't have to hunch over the fan, the top part, if it's just a flat tray fan, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I have unplugged this so I can have more flexibility of moving it around here and show you on the table now that I have this hose in place. But I want to show you that as far as an assembly here, this really doesn't have a way to get lock it into place, so it just feels like almost like it's about to come off. I mean, there's a lip there that's going to keep it from coming out, but it's just going to swing around. It also does not have, it's not sealed here, so as this is sucking air to, you know, suck the dust through the dust, you're going to lose some of the suction because of the cavity around this hose right here. I think an improvement will be like if they had a rubber ring around this that, besides holding the hose into place keep it from doing that, that will help suction, keeping the suction inside, because that's what's gonna help. It helps with the power. This extends to what, 600 millimeters, whatever that is in inches. I'm not going to measure it, and it's not super hard to work this as far as pulling it and extend it out. It can be, but once it's most of these, sorry if it's too loud. Once it's out, most of it out, it's pretty easy to manage it. Okay, so, and it's nice to have the lights here, so I think that's a good feature. I think I'm going to like that a lot. Now let's go ahead and see what else I want. Oh, something else that I found out, I saw on one of the sides of the box right here. It says that the motor life expectancy, it's about 10,000 hours. So I think now I'm going to go ahead and plug it back in, and we can play with it as far. Let's check out the suction on this baby. Okay guys, so I was trying to show you the light there. Okay, so this touch panel is very sensitive. I was trying to figure out if there are different speeds to the fan. I think it's just off and on. That's it. So that light lets you know, and it's just a white light. It lets you know that it's off if it's on to the right side of this touch. See, it's very, very sensitive. And if it's to the left side, it's coming on. Now it's on. And now it's off. This LED, this button here, this one also very sensitive, because here's my light, and it's like I barely touch it. Yeah, I'm not barely, and so very good sensitivity here with this touchpad. Now I'm gonna go ahead and, so no, only one speed on. And so let's go ahead and now I have some feathers, guys, just to so you can see how it sucks in through here and out out the bottom. So it does have good ventilation out here, and it will blow these feathers away. And there they go. Then I don't know if you're watch it go in. So there right now, that already that test told me, guys, that with this cable, this little wire for the LED light being in there, there's no other way to get it out of inside the house. That's some of the powder is the dust will get trapped on that. So I can certainly see how the advantage of having these lights pointing right at your hand when you're filing and have the dust, you're pointing towards this opening here to collect the dust. But there's a disadvantage of this because this will definitely collect some dust and keep it from going. And it's not going to be like a big deal breaker, but it will happen. That will happen, as you saw with my feather. Now let's see where that went. I'm gonna ahead and shrunk the hose back down, and because these buttons being so sensitive, you always pull the plug on this thing and unplug it either from here or the wall before you open it. Do not risk opening this while it's still plugged in, because it will come on you even if you slightly touch it. The feather the feather was still here, so it didn't quite make it all the way to the filter. But yeah, so it has pretty good suction there. Now I'm gonna test this out with some, see what happens when we actually create some dust with a nail drill. So I'm gonna have to tell you that my first impression with this is I'm really pleased and very surprised how well it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and to make it more obvious to you guys, I went ahead and placed something black underneath here. I was seeing how the dust was going straight up that hose, and let's see how much it actually ends up in at the bottom here of my desk. And what I'm filing off is a polygel. Okay guys, take a look. Oh my gosh, it's almost as if nothing went here on on this. I can see that thing. I mean, there is dust on the nail, the surface of the finger right here. But anything that was coming off, it went straight up that hose. Yay, I'm very happy with that. Cool, cool, cool. Now guys, I'm showing you here from a different angle. I managed to place my phone on a tripod to show you here what is happening with that dust just going straight up that hose. Oh, sorry, I kind of shook my tripod there. But take a look at that. That is so convenient, just having it all go up rather than actually coming down. You'll see the difference between using this with the hose versus a flat tray. Okay guys, so there you saw how I inserted a clip of, from a different angle showing you, so hopefully that will come out okay. So you can notice how the dust is going straight into that hose, and I still have the light here on this, the LED light. They're pretty nice bright lights. I do like that feature. Now I'm going to let's go ahead and open this up. Here's the dust, guys. It's all over. So you can see where the dust went in here. Oh yeah, gosh, I see a lot you're not going to see it, but I see a lot in the grooves of that filter, and that was just that one nail. I was going at it super hard, but there you can see. Now this is, and oh, something else too with that hose. You see that? That's the dust is gonna get trapped in the grooves of that hose as well. But that you can clean that up. I mean, this would be something that you want to clean up after a certain amount of use. Take it outside. You know, you can put a one of those Swiffer dusters through there, a duster to get that, pull that dust out of there. Use your own vacuum cleaner. Obviously, you will have to close it up to for good suction using your vacuum cleaner to clean this up. And yeah, so here's the dust, but it went all in here and nothing on my desk. As you saw when I had that black, I put the black pad on my desk. Wow, this is it. But look at that. This is, you do want this. I will say almost the fan area dust free. You want that because that will protect your fan, and everything that could have fallen in there is right here in this filter. Let's make sure I have it in the right way. I'm gonna go ahead and test this out. I see a lot of dust here in those little grooves areas. Let's go ahead and try it out. Just give it a try with a flat tray. So here I am now. I'm going to try it out with the flat tray. I'll have to say another thing that I liked about the hose, what it allowed for, remember when I said the cord is kind of short, the hose allowed for me to have it off to the side, and I was able to extend the hose to be closer to where I'm going to work. With this, obviously I'm right over it, and yeah, so let's see how this works. Let's go ahead and turn the drill on, turn on the fan. Okay guys, so I went ahead and turned the fan off so I can let you know about my thoughts about this method of using it. To be honest, I much prefer the hose. The hose, it seems to, I mean, it has in sucking the air out. You saw how it was less messy with the dust not being sucked well, because it wasn't all over my hands. With this being down like this, it's sucking the air, the dust down, also bringing it down into my fingers and anything that is over the surface of the nail, too much, you know, the dust, it won't get sucked out. Whereas when you have the hose over it, it's soaking it up, sucking it out of the place, or vacuuming that dust while you're working. Yes, that's certainly a plus. And I had a feeling from looking at it that I had a feeling, I knew I was going to prefer that. But yes, look at this. And it is, even though, remember I talked about the hose not being completely sealed at the bottom, it's way better than this whole area being open like this. You know, when it comes to suction, the closer, the tighter the gap, the harder, you know, the more suction force you have. And so yeah, that makes sense. My work around that will probably be, I don't know, then this might sound tacky, but probably put some duct tape around that hose to close that lip. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And we see how much dust is in there. Again, the hose, it's easier and better to contain any dust that it gets out. Keep it inside the hose. And I'm supposed to be pressing down on this part area. And snap this into place. There we go. Okay, so this seems like I see a lot more dust in here the second time around, And I'm guessing because a lot of it stayed in the grooves of the hose, but wow, that's a lot of dust in here. I don't know if you're not gonna be able to tell, but yeah, I can see where it collected the dust and it was contained in the filter. Again, take a look around inside the fan. Very clean, and you do want that. That's a very, it's a single fan, and it's pretty powerful, guys. I do like this. I will definitely recommend this dust collector. Yes, it is my first. I don't have anything else to compare it to other than not having one at all. And and when you go from 0 to something, this is excellent. I did point out pros and cons on it. I don't know that not one single item is perfect out there. You have to weigh your priorities. And price point, well, you know, I will use because they always vary. I think it was in the, I would say mid-range. I would say there's some that are quite higher than this, but go check it out. I'll have the link down in the description bar below, as I mentioned, and remember, you may use my code NAQ57 for a 10% discount. I would like to thank Beauty Big Bang for sending me this awesome machine to play with and review for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll be happy to answer them as to the best of my ability. Don't forget to give my video a big thumbs up, subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.